What's up everyone, this is Marky2200 here and welcome back to my Need for Speed testing series, where today we'll be ranking all the rear-wheel drive supercars in Need for Speed Pro Street from worst to best based on their drag capabilities. As usual, all the cars have been upgraded with stage 3 performance and handling packages, with the suspension reduced if necessary. We're running manual gearbox with clutch, and all the cars have been tuned properly. Tunes of every car and what suspension they used are on the description down below. With that said, let's see which of these rear-wheel drive supercars is the worst for drag racing, and that at number 9 we have yet again the Aston Martin DB-R9. It's at the bottom of the list for the same reason why it was at the bottom for grip racing. It can't be tuned, it can't be upgraded, can't use NOS, can't reduce suspension, so it's not really a surprise that it's a terrible drag car. It did better than the Bugatti Veyron, another car that can't be upgraded, tuned or whatever, so it did alright, I guess. At number 8 we have the Porsche Carrera GT, and the problem with this car is that it can only use either stage 3 or stock suspension. Most of these supercars can. However, with stock suspension you will have uncontrollable wheel spin, and with stage 3 suspension you will get uncontrollable wheelies. Stage 3 suspension was faster, so that's why you want to use stage 3 suspension with the Carrera GT. And it's the same story with the McLaren F1. You can only choose between stock and stage 3 suspension. Stock suspension makes it wheel spin uncontrollably, and with stage 3 suspension you will pop wheelies. So these cars, it's just unfortunate that they are the way they are. So it is what it is. Coming at number 6 we have the first, I would say, competitive time. Well, competitive. We have the GT3 with a 7.33 quarter mile time, which is extremely underwhelming. I would say anything above 7 seconds quarter mile time is just not worth using. It's just not an amazing car, and it has a speed limit too. Next at number 5 we have the GT3 RS, which is just as underwhelming as the GT3. Quarter mile time of 7.02 and a half mile of 10.74. I mean, it's good, but it's not great, and it just lacks power compared to the big boys. By the way, the GT3 and the GT2 and the GT3 RS are all using stage 2 suspension. Speaking of the GT2, at number 4 we have that, and that did a quarter mile of 6.49, so that's a huge increase compared to the GT3 RS. And a half mile of exactly 10 seconds. Yes, it does pop wheelies, but with stock suspension you will get uncontrollable wheel spin. It is what it is. However, the top 3 are just in a tier of their own. Because at number 3 we have the Koenigsegg CCX, and yes, it does have the same problem as the McLaren F1 and the Carrera GT, where you can only pick stage 3 or stock suspension, use stage 3, start in 2nd gear, NOS immediately and shift to 5th gear. That makes it extremely good. Just 2 100ths faster we find the Ford GT with a half mile time of exactly 9.74, just like the CCX, but with a quarter mile time of just 2 100ths faster. This car can use stock suspension without wheel spinning, so that's why I think it just went a little bit faster. However, in reality you won't find any difference. Where you will find a massive difference is with the number 1, the Zonda, with about a total time of about a second faster. A quarter mile time of 5.65 and a half mile time of 9.23 is just amazing. Start in 1st gear, shift immediately to 5th, NOS it, and you will be at top speed in no time. This car is just an absolute monster. It uses stock suspension, however, unlike the McLaren F1 and the Carrera GT, it doesn't wheel spin. It immediately goes off the line, and it just has an insane amount of power. I'm generally looking forward how it is with stage 4 parts, but that's something we will see very soon. So those were all the rear-wheel drive supercars ranked from worst to best based on their drag capabilities, with the Zonda being by far the best of the best, but the Ford GT and the CCX being good as well. I will be bringing those 3 cars and maybe the 911 GT2 to stage 4 testing. If you've liked this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you wish to stay updated on all my future videos, consider subscribing. The next testing video will be all the rear-wheel drive supercars ranked from worst to best based on their wheelie capabilities, and I don't think I've ever used one of these cars for wheeling like recently, so I am actually quite curious how they are. For now though, this has been Marky2200. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care.